Young Shy Beats.
We're going to be back, I promise you, often. They got a lot of really awesome cars. I really can't even express to you, like, I can bring anyone over here and they're going to find something that they like. Listen, man, this C10 is incredible. This thing is beautiful. There's options around the board. This Denali is gorgeous. From SUVs to old schools. They got an old school Mustang convertible over here. They got the generation next to it going up. They got the 50th anniversary. Come on, man. You're gonna find something that you like here. You want a Dodge? They have a couple. That old school, oh my. This heavy Ford, this reminds me of an old school farm truck. This is a beautiful truck though, that Ford.
It's so nice. This one has got, I think, like 60,000 miles. It's a Power Stroke. It is a really nice truck. It sounds cool too. The injectors are so loud.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. We got a whole lot to see, man. We got a whole lot to see. Look at this Shelby. 700 horsepower truck. This thing is gorgeous. It's a beautiful truck.
Yeah, color's cool.
I love that. Cause you know, Nardo Gray originated from Audi. Everybody started to call it something else, smoke show from Dodge and this, that. It's just Nardo Gray. Come on, let's just call it what it is. Different shade of Nardo Gray.
I believe that's Abyss Gray. That's what they call it. Yeah, everyone's got a name.
Abyss Gray. It's Nardo. Let's just call it what it is. Yeah. Audi already did it, guys. Come on. You can't just take it and make it your own. They did it already.
They took it from Lambo, to be fair.
That's kind of all in the same family, though, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But look at this thing.
The interior, that's really where it is for me.
Oh, yeah.
Another one of those scenarios where it's just the right amount of color.
Look at this, guys.
Like another like a chocolate brown. This is a really
It's so nice in here. It is gorgeous. I want you to see this. To me, this is, if this was blue, this would be the sister to that car. If it was the same blue, these colors work so well. It's not the same brown on the interior, but it's so nice with that carbon fiber wrap dash, all digital dash. Aren't they doing something? CarPlay is actually working on something that modifies the whole dash, if I'm not mistaken.
Possibly.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure.
especially because so many of these.
Factory CarPlay. It's new enough.
So that's the one. That is so cool.
Yeah, the options on this one are good. Very, very good.
God, y'all, this thing is so beautiful, man. The panel roof, double roof. Smells like money.
Looks
It
like
is.
money, smells like money.
Amen.
Feels like money.
Feels like money. It's an AMG E63S that is absolutely beautiful. I'm not big on black cars, but I would drive the crap out of this thing.
For me, it's a total toss-up between the F90 M5 and this. I think this car is a little bit more of my vibe.
Yeah.
I kind of like a little bit more like stately.
Yeah.
Not so much like boy race.
I'm with you. I think if I had to choose between this guy and the M5, it'd be the Merc all day long.
Specifically, I'm having a really hard time because I love the spec on that
So
car.
that's the other thing. The spec on the Beamer, the seats are ridiculous. Like, we're gonna show y'all that. I think that's the last thing we're gonna give y'all before we come back. Y'all can't get everything on the first visit. Just wait and see. Just give me a second. Listen, guys, we got the keys, and details, right? It's always the details that catches our attention, right? When you look at the paint on this car, and you roll that paint directly into the caliper, details. 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 This is a performance package. This is the details, right? Love that mini carbon fiber wing. It's got the performance package, the diffuser in the back, carbon fiber, details, right? Alcantara all across the back dash, details. But when you look at this interior, come on, man. Look at this. The basketball leather with the black trim in the center. This thing is gorgeous. Light up M head in the headrest. Look at this. The carbon fiber that's all over there, over the center console.
You know, we were just saying, like, you know, the interiors of the blues here, they're kind of like the right amount of color if you don't want to be like too over the top. This is the opposite.
This pops. This is the one that pops. It goes big.
Yeah. To me, this is like the perfect amount of blue, though. I love this
I would agree.
color.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's so
Yeah.
nice. When
I would
this came
agree.
in, I literally was drooling, and I'm not an M guy. I'm just not. But I love the spec so much that I think I might actually switch sides for this spec.
Oh my God. Hold on, bro. Hold on. So I was an M guy at first.
Okay.
And then I started really digging and understanding what Merc was bringing to the table.
Mm-hmm. Did you work on a couple M's?
Nah. And that's the problem, right? So, and that is the problem. Like, just that statement. When you have to work on them, we have to do something to them. But see that guy right there? Most of the time, a tune and exhaust, and you got a monster. Like, ridiculous. It's crazy. And it's going to give you many, many more to come. They just keep going.
These have a ton of potential, too. We've had a couple downpipe and tuned F90 M5s in here. And they run hard, they run good, they're pretty reliable, too. And the reality is it's just whatever flavor you want.
Yeah.
You know, I was told, you know, what's your priority?
Yeah.
This is driving priority
Yeah.
and then luxury.
Yeah.
And then that's luxury priority and then driving.
Yeah, that's how they...
It's backwards.
Yeah, so when we bought the BMW, that's because we looked at both, the GLE and also the X6. Mm-hmm. And when they were explaining, when you deal with the two and how they explain themselves, BMW is sport luxury, and that guy is luxury sport. That's how they describe the two. Luxury is forward in Mercedes, and it's very evident. You know, you find yourself, especially in BMW, where people complain about the interior of the dash being dated because they hold the same look for a very long time. Whereas Mercs, they keep
evolve.
it, they very much so evolve. And they bring it to the next level. Like, I look at this is a 18, right?
Yeah, 18.
You know, the dash is not that much different than the X6. The X6 is a 17. And it's an X6. It's not that much different, right? Infotainment center is basically the same. And Merc just go a different level. Gotta give them their props. It's not good or bad either way. Again, this is a sport luxury car. Usually the guy is a driver that wants this car. He don't care about all of the luxury. He wants to be able to get in, push the pedal, and have fun. But the guy that's in that, he want to be able to push the pedal and have fun when he's ready. He still want to look good doing it, right? So it's a different ball game. And you're right, this is a nice amount of blue, really perfect amount of blue. I would have to agree with you. And even at angles, it gets darker.
Yeah, definitely. We headed out last night just outside the building. It was like the light, it was basically dark out. And I was actually kind of surprised how much the color changed.
Really?
It got a lot darker. So yeah, to me, this is actually like the perfect amount of blue because it's just enough to where
it pops real hard in the sun.
Really good and looks so good. And then, you know, when night comes, it's not like totally dominating, not like those like Miami blues.
Yeah, it mutes itself out.
Great, but you know, it just depends on whatever flavor you want.
I don't think Miami blue mute at all. It does not mute at all. It stays vibrant no matter what. It almost glows at night.
Exactly.
But I can see this muting itself at night. I mean, if you look at the angles, I can see it muting itself and almost looking like a different car.
Yeah.
If these windows are tinted and not so fishbowl, then I can see it. You would think it's a different car when you're seeing it in the daylight. I mean, different in the daylight and at night.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
This thing is gorgeous, man.
Yeah, I just love that interior. It's way over the top.
It really is. And this seat, boy, the stereo system right here, gosh.
Yeah. That's one of the big options on this car. It's got the Bauer and Wilkins diamond surround sound. It's like a $3,400 option.
Sheesh.
It's awesome. One of the best stereos I've heard for sure.
And you could see that speaker kind of peeking out at you over here, guys. I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of peeking out at you over here. Man. Guys, y'all see, just, again, as I said before, there's options galore. There's a toy. Huge toy over here. There's options upon options upon options. So any and everyone can come here and find something that they're willing to walk out of here with, honestly. But before we get out of here today, 2 more things I want to see. Y'all don't understand when I tell you to have everything here. Everything. Everything. Everything.
Oh, yeah. Everything. Everything.
Oh my God, the options are endless. I can't tell y'all the affinity that I have for these guys, man. I love them so much.
It's total sleeper.
Total sleeper. People not ready. No. You throw the RR7 turbos on that thing, you got a monster.
Oh, yeah.
It's a shame that thing stayed overseas only most of the time as opposed to over here some. Look at this guy, guys. How many horsepower? Is it 1,100?
No, it's way more. I think it's. I would say safely it's over 2,000 to the wheels. Yeah.
2,000 to the wheels. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
This is an animal, but it's a race car. This is not a street car.
Yeah.
If you notice, headlights are carbon fiber out.
Yeah. Good luck seeing anything at night.
One seat and stripped. No mirrors. That's for arrow. This thing is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous. But it's a race car. You want a built race car?
This car
Illinois Motors.
This car competed at the TX2K.
Oh wow!
Westview.
Yeah.
And this, it's kind of funny. There was a huge, if anyone follows that event, there was a huge crosswind that whole weekend.
Yeah.
So it was.
We were supposed to go and we didn't.
Crashing.
Yeah.
Crazy. There was a lot of wrecks this year.
Yeah.
Everything you can think of crashed. And this car with a crosswind and getting squirrely out of the hole still went like 7.3 at 100. Something. Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Texas 2K. We will be there this year, guys. Mark my word. We're going to Texas 2K. I'm hanging out with my little big bro, Catfish. We're going to check it out. But the other things, I wanted to show y'all, man, it's a little bit of everything. You probably saw a little bit of it over my shoulder. They got cigarette boats. And you will not believe the horsepower. And if you guys that are familiar with these, you understand that these are normally high horsepower boats, right? This guy right here.
It's 2,800 combined with twin.
God.
It's got twin 1,400 horsepower pro-charged engines.
God. Bananas, absolutely bananas. And this one is a custom boat, right?
Yeah, it's a Doug Wright DW28. This is kind of like a totally different approach to this boat. This is like, ultimate like size and luxury and power, and it will still do crazy speed, but this is like almost like a Porsche approach to it.
Gotcha.
It's all efficiency.
Right.
So this is significant. It's like 700 horsepower or something. but it does the
twin engine,
roughly the same speed or more just because of the weight and aerodynamics of this boat. And it's got the pass-through in the middle. It's got the split at the front.
like the pontoon pass-through.
Yeah.
So 2,800.
Yeah. It's like 700.
Like 700. And they're going to do about the same speeds.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Will get there a lot faster.
This will get there faster, but this will eventually get up to that same speed.
Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Engineering is crazy in that boat.
You can definitely say that again. And the lines are gorgeous, man. I looked at this boat the first time, and look at the lines. And it does, you're right. It gives me Porsche vibes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It gives me big-time Porsche vibes. This gives me old Lamborghini vibes. This gives me Porsche vibes.
Definitely. Yeah, if you want an efficient race boat, this is the one on your right. If you want just a baller, just insane, crazy.
Popping champagne, cigar in your mouth.
This isn't like
all the gold chains.
like this is like I think 4 or 5 seats and that's it. Whereas this has a full, hole. You can go all the way in it, and it's a full boat. It's
You can go down in there, man. Sleeper. God. This is amazing. There's nothing, you can come here and get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I forgot to show you guys the saline.
Saline Cobra. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I think this is what Ray was looking at, a saline. Yeah, I think Ray was looking at the saline.
Pretty neat. So kind of an interesting little sidebar. That Mustang up there that you mentioned earlier,
yes,
the one next to the convertible Fox body.
Yeah.
So that is a saline clone, but it has a Gen 1 Coyote swab.
Oh wow!
So it's a Coyote swab. We're waiting to do a lot of work to that and repaint and because the hood doesn't exactly match the front end of the car. So
okay.
We're going to do a lot of work to that to get it like just right. And it's technically the owner of the dealership's car, or one of the owners. It's really cool. It just kind of showed up here, and we've been, I guess, strategizing when we're going to take it in to get all the work done. But
is
it's already
so cool.
swapped. Everything's swapped in.
Amazing.
So it's driving under its own power. It was the weirdest thing riding in that car up the street, because you know how like a 2 or 3 valve Mustang motor sounds.
Yeah.
It's a lot more throatier and raspier. Well, I wouldn't say rasp because 5.0s are the
no. This real 5.0 is throaty. It's one of my favorite exhausts.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that just kind of took me. I'm like, it doesn't even feel like I'm in a Coyote car, but then you hear the sound and it's like, oh, yeah, this is definitely a Coyote. It's really cool.
Man, this is this is the stuff right here.
Yeah.
He gets to do social media and be around all this.
Oh yeah.
That's
it's cool.
How can you beat that, man? How can you beat that? Some of the things I flashed over, man, that you guys didn't see or maybe never talked about, and just give you quick ones. Shelby look, man, Shelby Cobra over here. They got a whole McLaren. This is
a 650S Spider.
650.
That car's got a secret.
Yeah.
It's a twin turbo.
Yeah. Monster. 450 wheel.
And that's like low boost.
It's a go-kart, man. Oh my God. Prowler. Boxster GTS. We got that's a ZR1.
Yep. Yes, sir. Not for sale.
Not for sale. Ooh.
Not at this point.
Yeah, they holding on. That dollar's climbing on the ZR1s, man. They're going way up, and they're not stopping for all of the ZR1s.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It makes a conservative, like super conservative 700 wheel horsepower, and I've driven some fast cars, but it's very different to feel a fast car weightlessly. It does not weigh anything. So the speed
Corvettes feel different to me.
Oh yeah.
So I've driven other fast cars, and Corvette has an entirely different feel. That's why I love my Vet. And to get, I plan on going probably the 850 package on mine later on. It moves and scoots like so completely different than like Mustangs or especially the Dodges, which are boats, right? It's just a different experience. That's why I love my Vet, man. It does give me an exotic feel, as opposed to how American muscle makes you feel. Even the GTRs feel different. To me, it feels different in the GTRs because the GTR is launching all wheels, right? It's you still feel the weight of a GTR when you get on the GTR. It's different than the lighter cars. But because it's all-wheel drive and the way they built this thing, the power is so much more efficient in how they plant and make this thing move. Even stock, a GTR is a beast.
They designed the whole car around efficiency. I mean, the weight is up there, but the difference is that it's if the weight is distributed in a way that is usable, whereas look, I love
they use it for
Hellcats.
traction.
I love them.
Yeah,
I want one very bad.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, I was before the previous place I was working at. I got a promotion, and I was actually.
Did you talk about Hellcat swapping the 300?
I wanted to.
It was one of your videos. I remember seeing
very
that.
Badly. I wanted to do it, but the problem is for me is it just came time to sell the car because.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, I just want different flavors.
Yeah.
So the next car is going to be totally different. It's
Yeah.
similar, but a very different approach.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but this car is all about efficiency. So they designed the car as one of the lowest drag coefficients.
Yep.
It's a 0.26.
Yep.
So it's the same as a Murcielago. So that just tells you, even with the physical size difference.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think it's taller. It looks beefier. This is, in my opinion, the Japanese muscle car, right? So it's beefy like a muscle car. Oh, but it doesn't move like that muscle car. it moves like a supercar.
Especially that one.
Yeah, especially that. Oh my God. God, Ray, you don't come here, Ray. You're gonna fall in love. And then last thing I want to show you guys before we get up out of here is this Mustang. Now, we talked about this briefly off camera, guys. This is a special 50 edition.
Yeah.
It's
an anniversary car.
Anniversary car, but
it's got headers. I'm pretty sure it's got a tune on it. I think it's got I don't think it has a stock shifter either, but
really?
It's definitely not stock. It's far from it, and it's loud. It is loud.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Loud. Yeah. Putting it on the ramp, it was just like.
Oh my God, that's bad. Sheesh.
But it's sick. It's cool. I totally get why people love them. You know.
Yeah.
It just kind of feels like you're getting a lot more feedback than you'd expect.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I really do like that because it's not just the noise. Yeah.
I loved my SRT, but there was a few things that were lacking. And for me, it was when I wanted to go hard, it sounded awesome. It was a ton of fun. I could drift it. It was easy to control, all that. But I just didn't have the feel in the fingers. I didn't really know what the front wheels were up to. Gotcha.
Because of that, case, it's fly by wire on the steering.
It actually, what's kind of
and
funny,
it take away some of the feeling because they wanted to give you, which is weird, a luxury feel in the car that they never dubbed luxury. I never understand why Chrysler never put a luxury tag on Chrysler 300s. They never wanted to be a luxury car. They wanted to still just be a sedan, not a luxury car, a
they
GT.
just didn't commit, and that's something that they've done in the past. Whereas Hellcat, they were very clearly committing, and the SRT 300 was a bit a hard sell for people because they committed to performance on it, but a lot of people in their mind were still thinking it's a luxury.
It's still a luxury car.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't. There's not many people that wouldn't look at a Chrysler 300 and say that it's not a luxury car.
Yeah. It was a very niche market. I mean, around the time the CTSV was also failing. Too, so the
that's
market
true.
Was shrinking.
Yeah.
And the SRT got it worse for sure.
Oh my God.
They have hydraulic power steering.
Yeah.
The Hellcats have electric.
Right.
So the steering feel in a Hellcat is dead.
Way different. Way different.
But the power makes up for it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, because you still get vibration from just the motor itself. That kind of gives you a tactical feel about what you're doing a little bit.
Exactly.
It may not even be directly related. It's just a feel, right?
Exactly.
Listen, man. If you haven't already gone to the website, IllinoisMotors.com. Check it out. Can you tell them the address of where we are?
We're at 711 Industrial Drive in Cary, Illinois.
Gotcha.
Please come visit us. We're open to visitors. Come check out our cars. And if you haven't, please follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We have that on social media. We're going to get back in the TikTok game, I think.
There you go.
So.
And I'll make sure that we put those links in the body of the down in the bottom of the description, guys. Matter of fact, I think it's gonna live down there because I'm not giving this place up. We got to come back often. So this is gonna be the big toy house to hang out. If I'm not doing something I'm supposed to be doing, I'm probably gonna be here. Oh my God!
Always welcome, man.
And one more thing: phone number 888.
That's the one thing I don't know.
I'll put it down at the bottom. I know it's an 888 number. Guys, this right here, this is a treat for me, man. I'm so glad. Thank you for having me, Tim. I really do appreciate it, man. So am I, man, because we've always had great conversation, and this right here just took it to the next level, in my opinion. Cool. Talking about these cars, and then there's so much detail and so many different options. And like, if I was a poodle, I'd be walking around here just pissing everywhere, guys. You just have no idea how excited this was for me, for real. This is really such a treat and such a great opportunity. Guys, come on. Y'all know how we do, man. We don't do the normal stuff. This is not your normal dealership. They got such an incredible plethora of vehicles. They don't do the normal around here, man. No way. We don't do the norm. And why is that? Man, because we were designed from greatness. Guys, because we were designed from greatness, you have the right, the responsibility, the authority to never be average. So guys, look around us. Don't be average.